We are now looking at question number uh, 16 given on page number 245, and this is the question 16. Okay. The base of a parallelogram is 7x while its altitude is 5x. Find the measure of the base and the altitude if the area of the given parallelogram is 617.4 centimeters square. Well, this is a little tricky question, and the best way to do it is to draw diagrammatically and depict it here. So what we have here is, here's a parallelogram. Remember, parallelogram is nothing but a rectangle with just a slight bit of lean to it. Now what is given here is the base is 7x, okay, and the altitude is 5x. Now what do we mean by altitude is that if you drop something perpendicular from like this, it will become 5x. Okay, so we have the parallelogram A, B, C, D. Now if you drop the rectangle, which is the altitude is given. Now the important thing to understand is that for a parallelogram, from a parallelogram you can derive a rectangle. So E and F, if I mark these as this, the area of the parallelogram, which is we call it parallelogram is like slant lines, is A, B, C, D, with the area under A, B, C, D. This is the same as the area in the rectangle, area of the rectangle B, C, E, F. So the way to solve this particular problem is that take the data given here and solve it out for the particular rectangle, because whatever you solve for the rectangle, it's applicable for the parallelogram. Why? Why is this area same as that of the parallelogram of the rectangle and the rectangle? Is because the area under ABF is the same as the area under CDE. So now let's try to see this problem from a rectangle perspective. Now in this rectangle, what has been given is, we know that area of a rectangle is equal to length into breadth. So which is equal, so what is the length of this particular area? Now we will try to solve it for the rectangle BCEF. So what's the length? The length of the base of this particular rectangle, base can be FE or BC, length is 7x, and the breadth or the height or the altitude as was given here is BF or CE, which is 5x, which is equal to 7 multiplied by 5 multiplied by x square. Okay, just we'll keep it like this. Now we know that this is, on the other hand, it's provided in the sum that the area is equal to 617.4 centimeters square. So what we know is 7 multiplied by 5 multiplied by x square is equal to 617.4 centimeters square. So if we find out the value of x, we can then find out the value of each and every element of the base as well as the altitude and the area and the base and the altitude of the parallelogram. Yeah. Now so if you look at it, so x square is equal to 617.4 divided by 7 multiplied by 5. We get these two things on the bottom here, which is equal to, now we just work the sum out, 617.4 divided by 7 multiplied by 5. I think this will be divisible by 7. 7 8 is 56. 7 8 is 56, so this becomes 57 here. 7 8 again 56, and 57 carry 1, 7 2 14, which is equal to 882 by 88.2 by 5, which if we take it further, then this will become 515 if we cut it with 5, this will become 5 1 5 6 7 8 5 7 35 5 7 35 then we'll have 32 17.64 centimeter square. Now we know that so if I just write this properly, what we have here is x square is equal to 17.64. So x is equal to 4.2. What we need to do is to find out the square root of 17.65, so 4.2. So if you do the calculator around here, I know you can't use the calculator, but if you try to do the 17.64 and square root, you get 4.2. So this is important. So x square you will have to calculate by trial and error in your particular since you are in a particular standard 7, but otherwise if you square root of 17.64 is 4.2. Now coming back to the question, now we have found out the value of x, and therefore what is the base? So size of base is equal to 7x and altitude is equal to 5x, and which is equal to 7 into 4.2, and this is 5 multiplied by 4.2, which is equal to 7 to 14, 4 carry 1, 7 for 28 and 129.4, and this one will be 5 to 10 point, so there's a 0 here, 20, 21. So this is 29.4 and this is 21 centimeter. So I think while there are two important aspects here. One is to understand that the parallelogram is nothing but a rectangle with a slight shift in it. This understanding needs to be clear, and therefore the area of the rectangle is the same as the area of the parallelogram here. Now suppose someone had given you this particular value or this particular value, then using Pythagoras also you could have found out this particular altitude. These are other ways to do the same thing, and the other is of course this particular square root. In your case you'll have to find out through trial and error till the time you learn how to find out the square roots. Trick here is that square root is, so how to find out is that since it's you're trying to find square, since it's 17, 4 into 4 is 16, so therefore you are somewhere close. Once you get this number, then this is a very easy solution to do.